Hello everybody and welcome back. My name is Frigid Walrus and today we're playing more Lumberjacked. So we'll go ahead and rest until morning. We did some upgrades. We got the level 2 axe last time. And we just had a pretty good day of money making. So we did some more upgrades. So now we should be able to knock these down a little bit faster. 3 chops instead of 4. We're doing good. We also upgraded our stamina, max stamina, so that we can now get 2 berry bushes in one go when we run out, and we will not be wasting any energy. You can already see with the chop power and the stamina upgrades, we're able to knock down a ton of these trees now. Just a bunch of them in one full stamina bar. Mushroom, toss. Like I said in last episode, this is really satisfying. Like, just running over all of this, eating it into the chipper, making a ton of money. We had like less than 70 when we started the episode, and we're already like literally a minute and a half in, almost at 500. So that's done. But of course, again, we haven't gotten that other berry bush. I think I'll head towards that one next. We don't have any berry bushes, so we're gonna go ahead and just back in here. We're gonna do I think my carry capacity I'm kind of happy with for now, so we'll just leave that alone. Throw distance I think we want to improve. That is all we can do for now. So we will go to sleep. We will go until morning. All right. So like I said, I want to start heading towards that berry bush. There it is. Should be able to get this mushroom. And I'm thinking the next upgrade, probably more chop strength, swing strength. Now we can get that bush. And we are still, the cool thing is with the upgrades that we've done to tosses, we're still in range right here. I can just make money at a distance. Which feels really good. Go ahead and grab this berry bush. I might work on syncing up the times of all the berry bushes later, but at the same time, like, there's going to be berry bushes in more distant places that, you know, we won't necessarily want to run all the way over to in one day. So I don't think that's really worth it, just, like, spending the time to sync up all of your berry bushes. Got those over there. This is like a little, not quite a tunnel, because I know there's caves, but this is like a little pass through this area. Nice. And we're still in toss range, so I think what I want to do next is I want to work on clearing all the trees, all the tier 2 trees out right around here. Just get a super buttload of money. And see, now that we're able to get these tier 2 trees, you scale a lot faster now. Which is the point of a lot of incremental games. A lot of incremental games. I've seen games that do it very well, and I've seen games that really don't. A lot of the ones that don't are mobile games, because the entire point behind those games is to get you to buy, usually like a currency, or spend money on like time ups. I mean, those ones are like incremental idle games, right? So that's kind of their whole business model, which makes sense. But I'm a fan of this kind where, like, you grind a little bit to get an upgrade that makes doing that specific grind a little easier. Like, you know, we got a few upgrades to make getting these trees easier. And then it repeats that loop as you go. I guess maybe it's just a thing, like I don't like idle games as much. Not kind of an idle person. But I think the developer did a really good job with this game. So far that I've played it, I put like an hour or two into it before I started recording this. So they've done a very good job. Now, we do have, at this point, enough money that I could get, and I'm going to save that berry bush because it's already nighttime. I could get the sharpen upgrade. Again, we have not hit any tier 3 trees, so right now I think it's better spent putting into things like swing power and stamina. Sleep. Okay. So I still want to head that direction. I want to see what that light is. Like I said, I think it's a fairy. I'm not 100% certain what it is. It may be a fairy. It may just be, you know, go fuck yourself. One of the two. Aha, troll. It's a light. That's all it is. A few more of these trees. I did say that I wanted to remove all the trees down along that path, or the tier 2 trees along that path. Oh, got that mushroom. I'll get these and then we'll move on over there. And swing power upgrades coming in real clutch. 2 swings now to take down these tier 2 trees. Which is very, very nice. Feels good. So you can also see there's, on the little compass up at the top, you can see there's our home, so we can point home. There's also this little twirly arrow. I don't really know enough about the game to really assume what that is, or to make even a guess at it. But it's important enough to have put on the compass. So probably want to start heading that way. Thankfully, like, if I'm heading towards the light, it looks like I'm going to be heading towards that anyway. Not bad. Okay. So we are out of, it looks like, tier 2 trees in this little section here, which is good. Get these ones. And I have a feeling when I get to the back of this little gorge, that's where we're going to see some tier 3 trees. So, I did save this berry bush for just such an occasion. And I think if that happens, if we find tier 3 trees at the end of this, then we'll be able to afford getting the upgrade to go past them tomorrow. I do kind of like the graphical style. It's a little simple, but I think simple's not bad, and it's done in a good way. Like, you know, there's a lot of games that are quote-unquote simple art styles. Things like Valheim are simple art styles, but it's also a well-done art style. So I do like the graphics, and I like the feel of the art style and the way that the developers have done this. And I also don't know if it's developers or like a single person working on it. But like they've done a very good job with it, it looks like. And it's very smooth. I haven't had, you know, in modern state of gaming, there's a lot of games that launch and they're full of bugs and they're, you know, janky and unplayable. I haven't really hit a point with this game. And I think that, honestly, it should be the standard, but I think now it's a, you know, a mark of achievement when you launch a game and there's not really a whole lot of bugs. We're at the point, I think upgrading the throw distance would be a good idea. Like I said, carrying capacity I'm not as much worried about anymore. At the beginning, it's very important because, like, throwing one log is very repetitive. But now that I've got 14, like, you know, that gives me a little bit of hoover capacity. We'll go with throw distance. And then we're starting to get a little far out there, so I think walk speed and sprint endurance are a good idea. till morning. And the reason, I know we talked about getting the upgrade, we didn't hit tier 3 trees. Now, I'm guessing we're going to when I run back there now. I have a feeling like right past this group of trees is going to be where the tier 3 ones are at. And if they are, we should be able to make enough money to get the tier 3 trees. Or the tier 3 axe. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just push through as best I can this little section. We're going to see if we can get to the tier 3 trees. I've also noticed I can still toss from here. This is dope. I'm very glad I have been upgrading tossing distance. This is super helpful. Because it... Okay, so this is about the line. It feels bad, like, pushing further in, and, you know, of course, as I say that, that's what I'm doing. Without being able to toss your logs, because then you're just leaving a ton of these here. Which is more work for you to come back through and collect. But you know what? I kind of want to see if we can't find these tier 3 trees. Ooh, we did find a bunch of mushrooms. This is nice. I'll take this. Oh, hey. Is that the light? Yeah, it looks like that's the light. So it is a fairy. Hello. Magical prisoner. Thanks. Now I can finally stretch my wings and file a very strongly worded complaint. Great. That's wonderful. Let's see. Which direction do I want to go? What was that? Okay. I'm seeing little dudes. Little dudes floating around. Oh. Radar's going off. Grab this. Something in this direction. But where is it? Oh, I have a feeling it's through here, and I don't believe we'll be able to get through here. Whoa! Oh, there it is. Oh, I was right. We're not gonna be able to get through to it. Okay. I can't remember if I left any bushes that we found. Did I? Yes, I did! Oh. Actually, I don't think I can get to that. Dang it! Well, we'll head back. As soon as I can find the path that I made through these to get here. There we go. Okay. So we will head back. We will make some money. We haven't hit 2 or 3 trees yet, which is interesting. Right here? Yep. So we'll get this cleaned up, and maybe do a little bit of work to get enough money. No, it's already nighttime. Oh, we're starting to see a lot of little dudes around here. So I like that it looks like the more, or the further you get, the more, glade upgrades. I do want to get throw distance, honestly. That's because you can see, like, now there's a ton of those logs there that I can't yeet. I can't turn them into money without, like, running back and forth. So we will head this way. And I'm not going to waste any stamina on the smaller trees. What I am going to do is I'm going to grab these trees out here that are all within tossing distance. Plus, like, if we venture out this direction now, this will make venturing out in other directions easier later because we'll already have the toss distance upgraded. But I feel like the other directions are probably going to be similar to this, because like when I played, I did find like one of these kinds of things where it was You know, like a little valley through the mountains or whatever. So if we work our way as far as we can kind of this direction and upgrade the toss distance as we go, then that will make doing that in the other directions a little bit easier. A little less stressful for the fact that I'm leaving a ton of logs that I would love to throw into the wood chipper for money. There we go. Get all these sent off to the wood chipper. Alright, we're out of energy. I think it was over 2K for the next distance upgrade, so we're going to get the berries here. Also have that berry bush back there. I think I need to... I'm gonna get these, but then I'm gonna prioritize going back to that other berry bush that we found that we could not get to yesterday. Where is it? I know you're here. I saw you last night. It's deep in here. Okay, there you are. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this. Wink. Okay. And so now let's head back. I gotta go along the wall here. And we'll start doing just a few runs back and forth here once we get these all figured out. Toss. Okay. And then I want to prioritize trying to get some of these first. And as far as I know, because it's getting close to nighttime, I'm going to test it now. I don't think there's really a penalty other than what you're carrying. You just drop to like feigning. So we're going to see real quick. I'm going to cut as many of these down as I possibly can. I think we'll get one more. Yep. We're going to make as much money as we possibly can to hopefully get to next tossing upgrade. And then if it gets tonight, it gets tonight. I don't care. Just going to start running back and forth to get all of these logs that I can. We are at 2,000. We can see it's getting very dark. It's about to get much darker because it gives us tunnel vision. Start running towards home. Toss. Yeah, you can see it gets very dark very quickly, and then it's really hard to navigate. Yeah, and it doesn't appear that there was really a cost to that, so works for me. Oh, we do want to upgrade that throw distance. 2K, there we go. You know, it's the only one we can afford right now. We'll go ahead and get carrying capacity. 21, nice even, multiple of 7. And see, like, I like how, like, they've done the lighting to work with the trees here, because, like, as you clear it out, like, it gets brighter because, you know, you don't have the canopy blocking all the light. And just, like, the way they've done that, I think is really good. So, all in all, I'm enjoying this game. I'm very much liking this game. And seeing, like, initially seeing it and seeing that it was, like, a wood chopping incremental, I was very much already keen on it. Watched a video or two just to kind of see how what the gameplay loop was like, if it was something that I would enjoy, and it definitely is. Very relaxing game. Nice little cozy game. I'll cut down a few, but I do want to see how far our toss range goes now. Got all of these logs just littering the floor. want to see how far back here we can get. A few mushrooms here. But I want to see. Okay, we're at the limit, almost to the tower, which is impressive. Ah, that's right. We got the part out here. Where was it? There it is. That. All right, part number 2 collected. And then we do have this big ass mushroom cave. This is kind of annoying. I can't just hit. I can't hold click. I have to click every single mushroom, which is mildly annoying. It is definitely. I would like to see a little bit of a quality of life update that I continue holding. Or maybe there's an upgrade of some sort you can purchase to make it easier to hoover up them. Or let's say, you know, I can hoover up logs as I walk over them. Why not be able to hoover up the mushrooms in the similar fashion? It just makes this kind of environment a little bit more painful to deal with. But it also potentially means we might get that lantern. Because this is a lot of dang mushrooms. A lot of dang mushrooms. Started, well, I think we were around like 25, around 30 maybe. And we're already at 100. So, you know what? I'm just going to click my soul out here. It's almost nighttime, so I think we are committed to passing out today. Which will be a shame, because I have 20 logs on me, which means there's going to be 21 logs in this cave that I genuinely don't know if I'll ever get back. I probably will. My throw distance will be stupid at some point, and I'll run through this cave at some point. And then we'll see if we can throw logs from a cave. Uh-oh. It is... Oh, it's getting dark. Get many mushrooms as you can. There's a structure of some sort. Oh, no, that's more trees. Okay. Doable. And we're about to pass out. Mushrooms. Ah, there we go. 167 mushrooms, though. That is not bad. That is not bad at all. I'm gonna run and try to find that cave again, because I think there was enough mushrooms in that cave that we might be able to get the lantern. It's going to be a little bit harder to remember where it is this time, though, because we no longer have the beep boopies showing us where roughly the start of that cave was. Mushroom. I think it was over this direction. Right, okay, so there's where the part was. I think, yes, here we go. Came back this way. Go through the cave. Now, I've branched a couple of different times. So, yes! Tons of mushrooms. So if we can get that lantern, then I really only need to go back when I need stamina. It'll make the exploration bit a little bit easier. Nose is itching. Hey, and I think we've got enough for the lantern. Cool. Alright, now where are those logs? Oh, I already picked them up. Well, no, I didn't pick them up. I picked up other logs. Oh, crap. Alright, where's the... So the marker, the little arrow is that way. But I think I want to work on making some more money. Now, the toss distance is just before we hit that tower. So that should give us some more... that should give us a good amount of trees that we can cut down. Make some money. Yes, now we can toss. These up. Eat them. We don't have a lantern yet, so I'm gonna stay out as long as I can here. And I think if when my stamina runs out here, I think we should have just enough time to run back to Mr. Gnome and get the lantern from him. Full load. Yeet, yeet, yeet. Man, it doesn't feel like it's this kind of distance when you're initially cutting through, but you know, you go back and you see how much you've cleared out. That's quite a bit. All right, so yeah, we got just enough time. Let's go ahead and talk to him here real quick. Hello, I want that lantern. Stay lit, stay safe. Now we got a lantern. Hooray! Will you give me any names? You can change the lantern color. Ooh. Give me a nice purple. 20 fuck. Okay, I see why we need more mushrooms. Got it. We've only got 2 bits, right? So interested in drone. One more part to go. Yep. So we just need the one part. Oh, damn! That lantern is bright. Okay. Yeah, I think we can go to bed now. Let's see. Do we want to upgrade any of this? I think I was commenting on the distance that we're having to walk now, so I think walking speed. How fast are we now? So, kind of noticeable difference, I guess. But we will go ahead and end it here. I'm out of stamina. I've got some berries, but I think we'll want to start fresh from the morning. So you guys have a good one. Bye!